Well then, let's continue. Rebirth cocoon. Also, I wanted to contrast with Zayne today, so I dressed in all white. And I was thinking about, like, oh, I should look like fluffy snow. So fluffy? Fluffy! Benedict extends his hand as a friendly gesture. Zayne barely returns the handshake before quickly withdrawing. We don't want any germs from him.
Wait, you two know each other? Why didn't anyone tell me?
Carter.
Dr. Zayne and I met at Mount Eternal. However, it was a brief encounter.
I remember. I didn't expect us to meet again here.
But here we are. When Benedict is introduced, I learned that he was once a distinguished doctor. He was once. He served as a mentor for a group of new recruits during the Battle of Mount Eternal. However, he withdrew from the position at the halfway point for personal reasons. Those personal reasons
We're not
sound
officially
sinister.
open to the public yet, but this sanatorium has already become the preferred choice for many patients. As the director, I'm truly grateful that everyone has embraced the philosophy of the Fountain of Otome.
I don't trust any one of these. Through the glass walls lining both sides of the corridor, the Sanatorium's new patient can be seen. They're undergoing a physical examination. This is so dark, you guys. But I love it. Each patient is accompanied by their assigned medical staff member. The checkups proceed quickly with virtually no waiting time. When you hear Rebirth Cocoon, what comes to your mind?
Metamorphosis.
We were on to the same track then. Because Rebirth and Cocoon, and then we saw a butterfly bruise. Outside the ascending elevator, the stark whiteness gradually gives way to green. A vibrant garden appears before us. That's even more sinister. Like pure whiteness and then just greenery in such an area. It's just... And suddenly everything clicks. When someone returns from death's door, and this is the first thing they see. A crescent-shaped corridor encircles a towering tree, surrounded by emerald-like grass dotted with vibrant flowers. The area overlooks a circular azure lake. It will feel like they've been rebirthed into the Garden of Eden. They'd feel like they've been given a second chance at life. Yep, exactly. From stark whiteness to just greenery. It's gonna be like paradise.
We need Dr. Zayne's help to improve our experiment's success rate.
They know their psychology, right? Seems like it. They know how to sell something. He speaks as if he's discussing statistics rather than matters of life and death. If there is still room for improvement, shouldn't you inform your patients about the so-called success rate?
They're aware.
Oh, are they
Patients who've been
really?
given terminal diagnoses voluntarily agreed to participate in the experiment. It's a deal with mutual consent.
Out of desperation?
Besides, who would choose to wait for death's certainty when given the chance to roll the dice of fate?
Not if they knew what they'd really become. And if the success rate is really low. Like, I'd rather not turn into a monster. I'd rather just, die and go to heaven or someplace. Be reborn as a cat. Huh. That would be something. Like, did they gift papers? Did they sign away all their rights so they can't sue? Probably. But how much of them will still be left? If the success rate would be high. Like, what is to say that they won't turn later? What is to say that they won't die a very painful death, like something just takes over from within? How many success stories do you have? I'm guessing 0. But y'all just want to experiment on everyone else. As the elevator doors open, an unexpected gust makes me squint. Before me is an unfamiliar white corridor. It's empty and clean. This looks depressing. It's so gray. Like, if I went in here, I'd be like, am I dead? Am I at the tunnel of no return? The corridor is lined with separate rooms on both sides, and through their semi-transparent glass, I can see egg-shaped experimental pods. Oh, are those the cocoons? Look at that. Here are the Rebirth cocoons. Their mysterious nature has been revealed. Mounted on bases lined with energy circuits, they emit a gentle glow. Everything looks so sterile, it's so ominous. Like, the vibe is so ominous. Contrary to what we expected, Carter and Benedict seem quite willing to show us everything. Maybe they're trying to sway Zayne. But we know that ain't gonna happen. And they're like, oh, look at all this that we've done so far. Pat, pat. Yet what we see feels like a meticulously crafted exhibition for the visitors. I'm guessing we won't get to see behind the scenes. The light bathes everything in soft warm tones to create a sort of cocoon effect. Even the air filtration system can be adjusted to stimulate different scent based on mood. Like, are we doing essential oils? Every detail was made to spark a desire for life and create an illusion of truly being alive. Yeah, this is sinister. Like, they're Grim Reapers, just waiting for them to sign their life away. A soft hum fills the air as fluorescent blue energy flows through the tubes and rapidly enters the chamber. Blue energy. Where does these tubes come from? Where's the energy flow from? The connected monitor displays the Rebirth cocoon's interior in real time. Whatever you do, don't sit in it. Inside, a young girl receiving treatment clutches her chest. She takes deep, labored breaths. Pain covers her already pale face as she breaks into a cold sweat. Her hands tremble, and she soon starts convulsing. Oh no! Poor little baby! Seconds after the device activates, her breathing steadies at a remarkable rate. Her convulsions stop. Imagine seeing this as a parent. As time passes, her breathing finally becomes regular. That's what we're seeing now, but what happens later? Exhausted, she closes her eyes and seemingly drifts into a deep, dreamless slumber. Carter's gonna be like, see? Everything is going according to plan. The video feed sparkles with light as text appears to indicate the treatment is complete. Y'all, these people are playing God. And we know how that went. Light Yagami. Death Note reference. This is so sinister. Benedict presses a button on the wall and the treatment room's smart glass returns to its opaque, milky white state. Benedict, why don't you sit there, Why don't you sit there? And you become the experiment.
Dr. Zayne, These should interest you the most. The treatment consists of 7 sessions. Patients show significant improvement in health indicators after each one.
He hands over a document that contains experimental data from several test subjects. Zayne's gaze lingers on the first page for half a second before turning to Carter, who's standing to the side with a self-satisfied look. Oh, he's so smug!
I won't be sugarcoating anything. Your experiment has failed to meet its objectives. You've lost control of the cellular mutation process.
You could have used a little bit of sugar.
No, he only eats sugar. He's not gonna sugarcoat anything for you. As if he would. And I like Zayne when he's so
Zayne, the
professional.
Rebirth cocoon is our most successful experimental product to date. Our ultimate goal is to achieve humanity's perfect form through genetic and cellular reconstruction.
Perfect form of a wanderer, you mean? Oh my gosh, this man... Without a hint of emotion, Zayne glances at him. Then he taps the data's success rate column with his knuckle.
These numbers are far from perfect.
Uh-huh. Someone's using his expertise well. You show them, Zayne! Yeah, I love that he's
As the
putting them in
creator of
place.
X-Art, I can tell you that your so-called success merely uses the existing technology to temporarily delay the disease's progression. And if it fails, there's a likely chance that the patients will transform. Then they'll begin to turn into wanderers.
Every treatment carries risks. If we only relied on your safe methods, then...
Zayne closes the files and hands them back to Benedict. His expression remains calm throughout the exchange. Yeah, I love Zayne's demeanor. He's so professional. And I'm just here like, silly
Of
and
course.
clumsy.
I understand you're challenging the impossible. That's why I decided to join. I enjoy challenging the impossible.
That's what they're gonna think. But we're here on another mission. As they continue their thoughtful verbal sparring, my gaze is drawn to the curved floor-to-ceiling window beside us. Is she seeing anything? Outside, patients in white hospital gowns walk across the verdant lawn. They create an unexpectedly peaceful scene. At that moment, my heart detects a strange energy. It pulls me forward. Oh? What did you find? This feeling, it's like before when I was in the ruins of the Gaia Research Center. Oh. Okay. I gently nudge Zayne. He understands and takes a step to converse with Benedict and Carter. Then, he successfully leads them away. After making sure no one's around, I slip into the descending elevator. Oh. But as if they're not gonna see that we're not there.
You're not allowed in there, miss.
Simone, step back! It's her voice, right? I see.
You can't go there
Supposed to be
either.
on my side. MC, can't you just...
Miss, visitors are restricted to the public areas on the first and second floors. We aim to respect our patients' privacy.
But I'm also a patient, kind of. I just signed my life away, okay? Where's my room? Just karate chop her already and run for it. I turn to meet the receptionist's polite yet wary gaze and nod. Dang. Alright then, I'll head back. It was that way, right? Is she gonna be like, look over there, and then run? I point to a spot in the distance. Confused, the receptionist turns to look, and I prepare to make my escape! Such a simple method. Oh. What? We're yanked in by the hem... By who? By whom? The faint energy I've sensed disappears. A guardian angel? Who was it? Undercurrent. It couldn't have been Zayne. Zayne was with Benedict and Carter. And we snuck away. Like ninjas. In the hallway, the receptionist has finally noticed my disappearance and is looking everywhere for me. Don't bother. I'm not here, okay? The sliding door closes. I turn around, cautious, only to find myself face to face with someone familiar. Oh. Someone familiar?
You're
Someone
the young lady who accompanied Dr. Zayne.
Miss Karin?
Allow me to properly introduce myself. I'm Karin, a patient with protocore syndrome.
A sliver of light from the outside filters through the Venetian blinds. It illuminates her gentle features. She extends her hand, thin yet steady, toward me. I politely return her handshake.
I know you and Dr. Zayne are here to investigate the Fountain of Otome, or rather, the Rebirth cocoon.
Mm-hmm.
However, the press conference for it is coming up, and you're not the only ones keeping an eye on things.
Are you warning me? You said exactly what I was thinking. Are you also undercover so you can gather information? Ooh. If true, then very good. She nods, but after a moment passes, she shakes her head. What? Miss?
Sort of. My original reason for coming here was simple. I wanted to live.
Like everyone else. The desperation.
Isn't it strange? After all, I was a war correspondent who once risked everything on the battlefield. Yet, after returning to civilian life, I'm afraid of death. I even believed in far-fetched promises.
When it comes to matters of life and death, I have no right to judge, let alone interfere with others' choices. True, true. Yet I also wondered, if I were a patient, would I pin my hopes on this experiment despite knowing full well how absurd it is? It would depend on the desperation level. But I hesitate, unsure if I should reveal what I know.
You want to say that this experiment is turning people into monsters. Those things called the Alterum.
Oh, you already know a lot,
I was
Miss
there
Karin.
during the Battle of Mount Eternal. I saw people transform into monsters with my own eyes.
Okay, Missy.
Whether you're trying to stop it or investigate it, 2 people won't be enough to treat this as a simple matter.
Who said we were 2? She turns around and opens a drawer. She takes out a small, elegant notebook.
This may
and
seem
hands it to me.
sudden, but I need your help. And I believe you might need mine as well. It'll be necessary to prevent this press conference from taking place.
Huh. But why would you... Questions flood my mind, but I can't find the right one to
As
ask.
it stands, I'm their most successful test subject.
Oh! I see.
That visitor
So how are
just
you feeling?
disappeared around here.
The receptionist I managed to shake off earlier hurries toward us. Karin responds with a slight smile. What if she turns and attacks us?
Take this with you.
Could happen.
When you get out, tell them you saw the patient in room A107 faint. You were just escorting me back to my room.
Thank you for being the cover-up. I understand. Thank you.
Miss, how did you end up here? Is there anything I can help you with?
Yeah, well, she fainted. I just helped her. The patient in room A107 just collapsed. You should check in on her. While skeptical, the receptionist quickly summons doctors and nurses. The quick response suggests Karin's presence carries a special weight here. For my first visit to the sanatorium, uncovering these crucial leads is more than I could have hoped for. As for those secrets that lie deeper in a shroud of mystery, and finding a way to stop Carter and Benedict's plans, that will take more time. I wonder how Zayne is doing. I should act like I don't know anything when I meet up with him. And after a couple of minutes, I'll tell him. Pushing these thoughts aside, I carefully hide the notebook on my person before heading toward the main white building. I feel like I'm gonna get stopped. Are we even gonna make it to Zayne? As the tour is about to end, Carter is once again urgently called away by his assistant. Wait, are we even here yet?
As the creator of Exhart, seeing your technology destroyed because of a momentary lapse in judgment.
Benedict!
Do you
Shut
feel
it!
regret or disbelief? I had imagined both reactions, yet I see neither on your face.
Y'all, Zayne is not like you guys.
You must have been away from the operating room for too long, Mr. Benedict. You seem to have forgotten that showing emotions on one's face is the most ill-advisable thing a doctor can do.
Benedict smiles and chooses to ignore the sarcasm. I freaking love Zayne.
I'll be honest. I don't trust you, Dr. Zayne. But no one else has
Likewise.
your outstanding qualifications and experience.
So maybe you should listen to Zayne.
It's precisely why I want to bring you on board, even when I know you don't agree with our philosophy.
I mean, we could destroy them from the inside. Sounds
Since you're
good,
being
right?
candid, Mr. Benedict, I'll also discard the pleasantries. As I've said, I want to challenge the impossible. We each have something to gain, no? This collaboration could work.
Is challenging the impossible your only reason? Will you really let others handle your life's work? Don't you want to find out who created those Alterum?
I bet you have something to do with it.
Speculating about others' feelings.
I just can't help but wonder, if your bold experiment back then was completed, would the results have been different? In any case, Miss Hunter will tell you about her impressions of the tour after she's done with her disappearing act.
I'm here! What disappearing act? I was just around the corner. The clamor from downstairs seeps through the window and causes subtle vibrations in the air. Calm as always, Zayne meets his gaze.
I look forward to our cooperation in the future.
I do not. Bye, Mr. Benedict. Y'all, these people are really annoying. I'm gonna check up on my cat a little bit, see if he's hungry, and then head into the game again. Let's head into it, because I am so intrigued by this story. So intrigued. And just like that, our first tour comes to an end. After leaving the sanatorium, life with Zayne seems to have returned to normal. We already left? Barely finding a moment's rest, He rushes between Axo Hospital and the Sanatorium. You need to rest, Zayne! For the time being, Ever seems preoccupied with their grand vision with the Fountain of Otome. The leads related to the Ether Core have also gone cold. Meanwhile, Protocore syndrome cases are multiplying at an incredible rate. Axo Hospital's emergency room is constantly overwhelmed. This just seems like a doomsday to me. Like it's inevitable. Medical teams worldwide continue to test new treatments, but the results remain disappointingly ineffective. It's as if a deity, somewhere in the cosmos and uncertain about the world's fate, keeps listlessly rolling the dice again and again. Emergency room.
Aren't you supposed to save people's lives? My wife is critically ill and you're just letting her die.
They're not letting her die, okay?
Where's Dr. Zayne? Isn't he the leading expert on Protocore syndrome? Why can't he see us first?
Doctor, my child was perfectly fine yesterday. Why did the condition worsen?
In the break room for the Division of Cardiac Surgery, the doctors and nurses can finally get a few minutes of rest. Exhausted, they slump.
We're humans, not gods. We want to take care of everyone too.
Exactly what Grayson is saying. I totally agree. And it must be so difficult being a doctor.
Unveil the Rebirth cocoon at their press conference. It is designed to treat Protocore syndrome. We interviewed Ms. Karin, one of the first patients who underwent this treatment. She will appear at the press conference. We might be witnessing a medical revolution. Only time will tell.
Who wants to be the first experiments? Everyone remains silent as they wash throughout the transparent partition in the door from the corridor. Oh, oops.
Isn't Dr. Zayne supposed to be on leave?
Officially, maybe. I bet he's just busy with other projects.
Things just aren't the same without Dr. Zayne here. Seeing him around makes me feel at ease. It doesn't matter how exhausted I am.
Aww. They really rely heavily on Zayne. Yvonne lets out a deep sigh and turns to the open storage cabinet. With practiced ease, she breaks 2 dietary glucose sticks to hand out to her colleagues behind her. He must be such a calming presence. Like, it feels like we all have that kind of calming presence. Like, we know of someone that has it. Like, someone who has very good confidence in their skill. So you can just be calm around them.
Let's eat these and give it our all.
And they're probably feeling the same about Zayne. That with him around, everything will just go well. But he has no such presence.
If I get sick, will I turn into a monster?
Well, MC probably. But it's not like he turns to her to burden her in any way.
Really? Will from the bed next to me said, these crystals will eat us and turn us into big monsters.
Dr. Zayne, I'd like to process my child's discharge papers. If you could...
Oh, you want to move to...
Lexi's condition has shown improvement. I advise you not to transfer hospitals at this time.
Let's listen to Dr. Zayne.
Everyone's saying Ever has a new treatment. We really want to try it.
Oh, that must be so difficult. Oh!
The pulmonary artery aneurysm has ruptured. There is insufficient blood volume for circulation. Dr. Zayne, we can pronounce the time of death.
Is it the kid? Oh my gosh. Don't blame Zayne, okay? Do not blame Zayne. I feel like the parent would be like, oh, I should have taken her to... But the same thing would have happened, but worse. Oh.
Time of death, 2:23 a.m.
He's so exhausted, you
Notify
guys.
the family.
How horrible he must be feeling. Using the wall to support himself, a teenager in a warm green hoodie staggers along. He stops to catch his breath after each step. Oh, is it the young Alterum? Every organ feels twisted and turned inside out. His nerves scream from agony and pain. They threaten to rob him of his strength to stand. This is no way to live. His vision blurs as he collapses against the wall. His arms shake uncontrollably as he tries to brace himself. Something races beneath his skin. Is he gonna turn completely?
I'm not a monster. I don't want to become a monster.
The violent urge surges through him once again as he stares at his hands. They're covered in sharp crystals. He's fighting against the impulse to plunge them into his own heart. How horrific. Yet he can't bring himself to do it. Of course. Cold snowflakes fall onto his body that's reached a fever pitch. A man's steady footsteps approach. Dawnbreaker? Dawnbreaker Zayne? Is that you? He stands at the end of the road, his tall figure nearly blocking out all light from the street lamp. The teenager can still make him out, however. Is it? Yep.
You're the killer. Or the doctor. We meet again.
I would not call him a killer,
This isn't
more
a
like a
coincidence.
salvation.
I'm here specifically because of you.
Is that so? Am I turning into a monster?
He forces his eyes to close for a moment. Even his vision is starting to blur. The man clad in black slowly approaches him. The teen feels an unexpected sense of peace.
I knew you'd save me.
Oh. Just as something foreign bursts through his skin to strike at the man before him, the teen hears the crystalline sound of eyes forming beside his ear.
It'll be over soon.
Zayne. Imagine what tremendous
The patient
guilt
in room
he must
A103
have.
is experiencing memory loss, continual emotional detachment, and exhibiting behavioral patterns that differ from usual.
I feel so bad
3
for Zayne
days
and
after
Dawnbreaker.
entering the Rebirth cocoon, the boy from room A210 disappeared without a trace. The patient from room A379 experienced a violent episode while awaiting treatment. The Rebirth cocoon's performance has improved. I was chosen as the ideal test subject. They believe I'm the closest to success.
Closest. The notes Karin gave me consist almost entirely of observation reports on other test subjects. Her journalist instincts made her distrust this research project from the start. She had already noticed something was off about it. Smart woman. And that she's been journaling everything. A worn, creased photo slips out from between the notebook pages. Its edges reveal the countless times it's been handled. In the photo, Karin is holding a little girl who's no more than 3 years old. Both of them are smiling at the camera. Is it her? Is that her daughter? That's why she didn't want to die. I quickly understand why she wants to live despite her doubts about this project. She's desperate. This is what desperation does. Like, who wouldn't fall for it if you have a kid? When did you get back? The breaking dawn appears outside the window as the sky grows brighter. Perhaps it's just my imagination, but I think I see those black ice crystals on his arm again. But when I move closer to check, it seems I'm imagining things. Yeah, he's so gorgeous. Like, look at him. Ah! Zayne watches me without saying a word. I realize that I only came over last night to help feed Shiji, but I got so caught up in analyzing the clues that I accidentally fell asleep on the couch. Sorry, I went a little overboard when I made myself at home. A moment passes and a faint smile tugs at the corner of his lips. Oh, I love it.
Is there a passcode in this house that you don't know?
I clear my throat and hand him the notebook. I try to prevent us from getting sidetracked. In any case, I believe Karin is our best lead right now. Recently, Ever has made a public announcement about their best test subject who will make an appearance at the press conference. I wonder if there's something that's gonna happen at this press conference. Unlike those big spenders and socialites, Karin has a positive, approachable image. She also has a good reputation in the eyes of the general public. So that's why she's also ideal. They're trying to use her to build public support and convince more people to believe in their cause. Well, that's troublesome. Because a lot of people will fall for it. By giving me these notes, she probably hopes I'll help her stop the press conference. Or even put an end to the project altogether. Feels great to have her on our side. So I thought... For a while, I've been talking to myself, and then he hugs me from behind. Oh my gosh! Oh, Zayne! I'm stunned! But also, he must be feeling so down. Zayne? Because
yes.
He had to...
I'm listening.
He had to do that. Please give him a hug back! His embrace is gentle, as if the slightest touch might shatter something fragile. Girl, turn around and hug him, because that's what he needs. He's practically begging to be hugged. Like, please, comfort him. Did something happen? Oh, my cutie pie. To think someone who's like snow could feel chilly, I pause before turning around to embrace him. Y'all, Zayne's chapters are romantic. I love it. No hesitation. I'll stop talking about Ever. Just live in the moment right now. But if you're really tired, please make sure you rest properly. Will you do that for me? Oh. It's not like he's gonna tell her what happened. He doesn't want to burden her with anything. And it's the same with all of the love interests. Like, that's why they're not telling her anything, because they do not want to burden her. But we want to help! There are less than 36 hours remaining until the press conference for the Fountain of Otome. Should we just make a bomb threat? Before returning to the sanatorium to stop it, Zayne and I quickly come up with a plan. Oh, what is the plan? Let's hear about it. Maybe it's my plan. Well, we aren't technically gonna blow something up, are we? I need to approach Miss Karin again to figure out a surefire way. She probably has more information. Meanwhile, Zayne, who already has connected with the core researchers, will cover for me. We can trust her, can't we? I mean, what if this is a trap? Whether it's diseases, wanderers, or the Alterum. They all stem from humanity's instinctive fear of things beyond their control. Like death. Like you can't control when you die. The deeper this fear takes root, the more likely people are to mistake absurdity for miracles. And whenever appears as a savior, they will gain a congregation of devoted followers. Scare them into submission, basically. Zayne, the energy source I detected wasn't my imagination. Yeah, he looks so fine. Look at him. Stop it! Stop. You need to be serious, because this is serious matters. But his pose... I'm still not confident in utilizing the spatium core, but another visit might help us discover something new. That was a deep breath. Zayne nods. I was prepared for a lecture about not abusing my power, but he says nothing. Here, put it on. To ensure the mission runs smoothly, I've borrowed cutting-edge equipment from the association. Oh! The state-of-the-art invisible earpiece, modified by engineering prodigy Simone, is now no bigger than a grain of rice. Ooh, cool! Very cool. I also have a small energy firearm. It's capable of bypassing most detection systems currently in use. I place the earpiece in my ear and gesture for him to come closer. Zayne obliges and leans down. Oh, we're gonna put it on him? Okay. 1 cough to turn the mic on, 2 coughs to turn it off, and tap to adjust the volume. What if the air is dry? Then we're just gonna turn it on and off all the time. Oh. You're welcome. I'm not sure why you're being so polite, but... It sounded so cute. As soon as the comms channel opens, deafening audio feedback blasts my eardrums. I clutch my ears in pain. I stagger back, and just before Shuji's mischievous attempt to trip me succeeds, Zayne catches me by the waist. Oh, this is lethal! Oh my gosh! Oh. He can't help but laugh. This is the first time in days that I've seen genuine joy in Zayne's expression. Oh! He needs joy. Oh. Make him laugh more, okay? Make him laugh more. Stumble. Stumble more.
You
clumsy girl. I frantically clamp my hand over his mouth. Wait until I adjust the volume. Wait until I adjust the volume before you speak. Oh, maybe she trembled at his voice. She was like, ooh. I can feel his smile widening beneath my fingers as I use my other hand to adjust the earpiece. Oh my gosh, that's also lethal. Oh. I can feel his smile widening beneath my fingers. Ah, this description, you guys. Sound check. Zayne, say something. Oh, he's gonna whisper something real sweet, isn't he? Oh my god, I'm scared. What's he gonna say? Just him breathing, I'd be like, oh, 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 oh. Now I'm curious. What will he say? Either way, I'm gonna be weak.
You've never asked about the reason for why I picked that as my research topic back in medical school.
If you wanna tell me, you can tell me. He remains close to me, his breath warm against my ear. It's almost like I can hear his heartbeat. Oh my god, this is so romantic! The path of medicine is a noble pursuit, Dr. Zayne. You strive for academic excellence. You also want to find a meaningful purpose in life.
It's a good guess.
Back then, when you decided to destroy what could have been a world-changing discovery, you didn't hesitate. Well, he got into medicine because of MC, right?
Correct.
Some part of it. It's the kind of honor most people would cherish for a lifetime, yet he seems genuinely unbothered by it. Zayne must have chosen to stop the experiment because he foresaw the consequences of its potential misuse. Foresaw because he a foreseer!
I had considered including your name in the acknowledgements of my paper.
Oh? I nod as I secure my firearm to the holster strapped to my thigh. Then I double-check my equipment. Did you hear what he said? You only thought about it? You didn't actually do it?
It wouldn't have been right for our names to appear on the same piece of paper without your permission.
Oh! Oh! We'll see about the marriage papers. Before I can process the meaning behind his words. A piece of bean-shaped ruby chocolate falls, clattering. It rolls to my feet. Shoji, what are you doing? It's that little twerp, isn't it? What? Of course. I look up to see that the last pack of chocolate snacks from the cabinet has been taken down and torn open on the floor. No! You can't eat that! Chocolate is not good for animals. Shuji lifts his face from the snack package, which is bigger than his head, and licks the chocolate residue off his nose. Oh! Wait! What did you eat? My body moves before my mind can catch up. I quickly pick up Shuji and check the empty package. You ate all the chocolate? Animals aren't supposed to eat that. What if you die? Then what? But you're not a simple animal. Butterfly in a bottle. As noon approaches, the car enters the sanatorium parking lot. Okay, let's get to work! Are we gonna be winding up to punch some people? Since Zayne holds an internal role here, he's been granted limited clearance to the facility. Alright, we don't come in barging. We have a pass. We're gonna be smart about it, not street smart.
Safety first.
Mm-hmm. Or what you mean, what? What kind of safety? Stop. He doesn't look back when he leaves, but he subtly raises his hand for a quick high five as our position's shielded from view. Aww. With my biosignature concealed, the omnipresent security camera scan doesn't trigger anything. The red indicators blink before moving on. Great job, Simone! Cutting edge technology. Dimitri might be crazy, but I have to admit the ID camouflage chip he gave me is really useful. Maybe we should have checked if he had something else on him before, leaving. The lush trees and flower beds scattered throughout the sanatorium provide the perfect cover. I am so excited about this story. Dodging staff members in the courtyard, I make my way to room A107 from memory. That's where Karin is. Hopefully nothing bad happened to her. The staff will change shifts at approximately 12 p.m. There's a small window of time, so we need to be quick. To be more specific, there's a small window of time where no one checks the rooms. And I'm guessing we can't just disguise ourselves as a nurse. My shoes scrape against the smooth wall as I wait for the staff to leave. Once they're gone, I slip in through the window. That door is rather curved. Karin's eyes widen slightly at my entrance, but she remains quiet. She wasn't expecting us at all. Sorry, with the press conference coming up, they tightened security. I could only use this method to visit.
I expected as much. You're clever for figuring out how to find the perfect moment.
Thank you. I understand the message you sent when you gave me those notes. That's why I'm here. Are you really going to give up? Oh, tough. If we take this chance, you might actually have a shot at making a full recovery. Karin shakes her head.
After surviving so many close calls on the battlefield, I'd say death has already been more than generous.
What about her daughter? Maybe the daughter isn't alive either. She reveals a peaceful smile and looks at the sunlight streaming through the window.
When I first entered the cocoon, I dreamed. And in that dream, I had made a full recovery. I got to watch my daughter grow up. I was there for every important moment of her life. At her wedding, I hugged her while crying. But the face reflected in her eyes was unmistakably that of a horrifying monster.
That's what made her decide. Her gaze dims. Outside the window, a butterfly, drawn to the artificial flowers in the vase, crashes against the glass again and again.
When I came to my senses, I realized I wasn't hugging her. My hands were around her throat. I only wanted to hug her. So why did I make her cry?
She doesn't want this to be her reality. Sensing my hesitation, she pulls the IV line from the back of her hand.
My dear, have you heard of Zhuang's butterfly dream?
No, but that sounds interesting. Very interesting. Tell me more. I wonder if this
I've always wondered who
real.
was really dreaming. Was it the butterfly? Or Zhuangzi himself?
Oh, it almost sounds like Dawnbreaker with
If
Zayne.
I can't tell who I am anymore, then the whole world has become my cocoon. The time I still have doesn't matter. I've made my decision.
What would you like me to do? Let's see her final
The press
request.
conference is scheduled for noon tomorrow, less than 24 hours from now. In an hour, they'll place me in the cocoon for my final examination. You need to locate the cocoon's power supply and cut it off completely.
Okay. Yes. No. The cocoon is connected directly to the test subject's consciousness. A sudden disconnection could lead to unpredictable effects on her already fragile body.
Don't worry about me. I'm prepared to face the consequences. Finding a suitable test subject like me isn't easy. Trust me, this is the best way to stop them.
Then that's what we'll have to do. I'll find a way to get you out of there.
Even if you could carry me, my body wouldn't survive a strenuous escape.
Then let's just respect her choice. I know she's right. Once the guard shifts ends, they'll quickly discover their most important patient has disappeared. Every exit in the sanatorium will be sealed off by then.
If this is to be my final battleground, then you must help me. Please.
I understand. If that's what she wants, let's respect her decision. After leaving room A107, I move quickly without any hesitation and stay out of sight.
Did you hear? Patient A379 suddenly lost control and became violent just now.
It's fine. Dr. Carter said that was normal.
Normal? Carter! Of course he would say it's normal. Along the way, I quietly took down several orderlies and receptionists who spotted me. Is she going like pew, 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 pew? Just karate chopping everyone. The sanatorium is massive, and many areas are restricted. A blind search could last until nightfall and still be a failure. What I sensed that day, it must have been the cocoon's energy core. I take a deep breath and activate the spatium core's power once more. Oops. My vision ripples and expands like waves. A faint energy trail leads me forward like a guiding thread. Ah, this is pretty. My drifting consciousness slowly seeps through the sanatorium's public areas, the garden, and through each patient's room. If I can just find the energy control hub. This is so interesting, you guys! Following the faint energy pulse, I find myself at the end of the corridor that connects the public area to the garden. There's a door almost seamlessly integrated into the wall. Without hesitating, I push it open. Zayne's part is definitely my favorite. A large enclosed space gradually reveals itself. Behind this door lies an unexpectedly serene forest. This better not be Starfall! Strange. There are no guards present. Only an unsettling silence hangs in the air. My watch hasn't sounded any alarms, and there are no detectable signs of biological activity among the vegetation. The energy source's pull grows stronger as it tugs at the power flowing within me. It's as if I'm being guided in a specific direction. And where is that to? Past the forest's winding paths, an unexpected elegant old building comes into view. That must be it. The energy readings are at their strongest there. Is that where the hub is? Y'all, this is so freaking interesting. Trustworthy colleague. Trustworthy colleague? I mean, Zayne. We're not really colleagues, but... With Zayne's help these past few days, the cocoon's data and performance have shown improvement. Carter is in high spirits. He genuinely believes his junior has switched to the dark side. No, has finally seen the light. As if! Carter, you wish!
I remember you were sitting right next to me when we talked for the first time. Do you want to join my research team? Before that, we all thought you were just some stuck-up child prodigy.
Dr. Noah used to say that one person can go fast, but a group can go far. Besides, your theoretical research was undeniably superior.
A look of surprise appears on Carter's face. Butter him up, why won't you?
Back then, you were the youngest and quietest out of everyone. Who knew you'd be the most forward-thinking, boldest student in the lab?
This is always like a mischaracterization of quiet people. Like, people who are quiet, they usually are seen like, oh, they're all quiet people are shy and they're not bold, like almost afraid of their own shadow. But quiet people listen. They're usually the most intelligent ones. I mean, from my own experience and experiences of others that I've heard.
You went ahead and performed what we didn't dare to imagine. And you'd pose what we didn't dare to ask to the most distinguished of professors, until they were left speechless.
Walking and talking as they pass through the streamlined skywalk, the two soon arrive at the Sanatorium's central platform. As dusk approaches, light filters through the hemispherical dome-like delicate silk. It bathes the courtyard in soft, warm hues.
I understand that Ever wants to use tomorrow's press conference to improve the Fountain of Ate's credibility. But the Rebirth cocoon still needs to be further developed. It's not ready to be revealed to the public.
Why not? We've prepared the best testing equipment, and all the data will be presented to the public in the most accessible format. Besides, we already have a suitable candidate for a public demonstration.
They're so sure of themselves. He turns to Zayne, and his voice becomes more eager. This just sounds
Zayne,
like pride and power.
Do you remember what I asked you the night Exhart succeeded? I asked if you wanted to change the world with me.
Carter turns to survey the crowd in the garden below, his figure reminiscent of a smug creator gazing upon their creation. Okay, Light Yagami! Sit your ass down! I don't like this guy at all.
At the center of all our achievements. I assure you that success is within our grasp.
I feel like this guy is gonna have a tragic end.
What exactly do you mean by success? Are you talking about unpredictable success rates? Or how quickly you dispose of your defective specimens when they fail?
Interesting! And what exactly do you do with them? The smile on Carter's face freezes, then it slowly disappears.
In the past, they were patients you fought desperately to save.
Maybe Zayne can talk him out of it. Who knows?
Thanks for the reminder. I almost forgot how pathetically incompetent I used to be.
You seem to have been a good person before. When I was a powerless
doctor, the lives lost under my care were somehow forgivable. But when I strive to be a pioneer, you suddenly care about the injustice done to those who were already destined to die.
Carter, don't twist it.
When did you become such a coward, Zayne? That incident at Mount Eternal?
Oh, don't you bring it up! Don't you bring it up, don't you dare! I will headbutt you when I'm in this room.
Let me rephrase that. You've always been better at confronting death compared to me.
So he's afraid. It's not just about power and pride. An uncontrollable impulse surges within him. Fortunately, a voice comes through his earpiece and pulls him back to reality. Oh, please don't let him think about Mount Eternal again. Zayne, I found the location with the strongest energy signatures. Just in case, if you can get clearance from either Carter or Benedict. Zayne composes himself, discreetly tapping the area near his ear as acknowledgement. He looks at Carter. Pressing a finger against his chest, Carter's icy stare lands on Zayne. His mocking tone from earlier vanishes.
The heart beating in my chest belongs to someone else. I can't live an insignificant life. Zayne,
when was that then?
I understand the meaning of death far better than you do. If these sacrifices are necessary, then so be it.
So he's afraid to die because he've already been at death's door.
We're about to solve humanity's greatest dilemma, and you're still too young. Ugh!
His limbs are forcefully frozen to the wall. Let's go, Zayne! Whoop, whoop. The surveillance cameras freeze just as they turn, and their red indicators go dark.
You? Zayne, you dare to freeze me?
The statute of limitations hasn't expired yet for your academic plagiarism.
How is he so unintentionally funny? Carter's briefly freed hand is sealed in ice once again, and his frantic struggling is frozen as an awkward rigid pose.
You can't be serious. You're bringing this up now? The end justifies the means. Let me go!
Carter, no they don't!
It was a joke. But I need you to stay still for a while, Carter.
Oh, I love Zayne. Like, how could you not love this guy?
Are you planning to destroy the cocoon or cut off its power supply?
I mean, both. I want to.
Sanatorium has 6 independent operating systems. Pulling the plug won't be possible.
Oh, thank you for
If this
telling me
place
that.
allows someone
Thanks.
with malicious intent like me to freely come and go, then that just shows how confident all of you are.
What are you actually trying to do?
Carter glares at him. His junior pauses through thoughtfully before calmly shaking his head. What you gonna say? Words of wisdom?
I won't tell you this time, Carter. I have a more trustworthy colleague to work with now.
I love it. It's us!
You didn't come here alone this time. What's that girl up to? This is murder! You're taking away these patients' only chance at survival! Zayne, you ungrateful traitor! You might be smart, but you're weak and short-sighted. Security!
Bye-bye! Another layer of ice appears to seal his mouth shut. Bye, Carter!
You said this place was perfect for heart-to-heart conversations, since no one would disturb us. I'm afraid you'll have to stay frozen for a while.
Yeah.
Carter, you're not doing this to save lives. Nor are you doing it to save humanity.
That's what I thought. So what are you about to expose, Zayne? His own selfish reasons. Pride, power, control,
Everything
fear.
you've done is to merely fill the emptiness and soothe the fear you have when confronting death.
Mm-hmm. Zayne takes out a palm-sized access card from Carter's pocket. I'll be taking this. Zayne's gaze doesn't meet his. It lands on Carter's heart instead.
I doubt the heart's donor wants it beating in the chest of an executioner.
Oh, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Bye-bye. See you never. Bye. Huh? What was that, Carter? What? Perfect specimen. Is this about Karin or someone else? Wait, isn't this where Zayne will jump off? Oh! A holographic display takes up half of my field of vision. The green dot representing Zayne is moving toward my position. Oh, I am eager to see the kindled moment! Not expecting much, I take... Oh, whoops. To my surprise, it opens with a gentle push. Light streams through the glass dome and lands on the floor. It reveals an elegantly decorated reception hall. It is rather elegant. The space is completely empty, only the sound of footsteps echo to break the silence. Zayne, I've sent you the coordinates. That's where the energy core is.
Don't worry, I'm just...
As soon as my hand touches the railing for the staircase going up, the scene before me flickers and vanishes. The comms channel is dead. Uh-oh! I pull my hand away and take half a step back. I turn as colors fade. Uh-oh. Like running water, they flow out. From the ceiling, walls, and floor, they all melt into an endless expanse of pure white. What is happening? It's like a white tomb.
I'm honored you decided to visit.
Not you! Oh, I really didn't want to see this guy. By ourselves, mind you. This is troublesome. What if something happens to MC? I hear a slightly amused voice behind me. I whirl around to find Benedict standing in the middle of the reception hall. I'm not sure when he appeared. While I'm startled, I need to look composed right now. Composure. I know how to be composed. You've done a good job at preparing for the press conference, Mr. Benedict. It's going well without you. He touches the wall, and the white space suddenly dissipates. It returns to its original form, a reception hall. What can this guy do?
Miss Hunter, you should have been the most successful test subject. It's a shame you weren't one of ours. After all, every experiment here exists for one purpose: to create beings just like you.
Step back! Step back! Ooh! A gunshot explodes in the empty reception hall. Was it MC? Was it... I'm tired of hearing you ever people talk about the same thing. Let's skip the formalities and get to fighting. Just as the bullet approaches him, crystal shards suddenly burst from his arm to pulverize the projectile. What? Wait, he also...
Oh, right. I forgot to mention something. I'm one of the cocoon's successful specimens.
Of course! Of course! You could have said that earlier. She was like, it wouldn't have been a warning shot if I knew earlier. MC. I quickly switch out the regular bullets in my magazine for energy rounds designed to fight wanderers. Then I shoot at him. But Benedict seems to have anticipated this. At his signal, several shadowy figures surge forth from the darkness. Uh-oh. Zayne, where are you? Several Alterum move with inhuman speed. Like savage beasts, they lunge toward me. Okay, we're definitely gonna be saved by Zayne. You're calling for backup already? I guess you aren't really a successful specimen. Ooh! Ooh! Burn! Burn! Quickly stepping to the side and spinning, I dodge in the nick of time. The Alterum crash into one another. Clumsy! I don't plan on dragging this fight out. Zayne will be here soon. Finding the energy core's location is the highest priority. I activate the Spatium Core's sensing ability again. There's a faint energy signature coming from the top floor of the building. Then that's where we're headed. And then, everything before my eyes becomes indistinguishable once again. As the light shifts and wavers, thick fog appears from out of nowhere. It rolls in and blurs even the faces of the Alterum. Oh my gosh, MC! My senses stop working and my vision is plunged into an endless void. Overwhelming dizziness washes over me. Wait, is this... Did Benedict do something, or is it her heart? Desperate, I try to stay conscious in spite of the vertigo, but my legs give out and I collapse onto the cold floor. Vertigo, oh my gosh. That's horrible. I know I've reached my limit. Just before I lose consciousness, the sounds around me fade. In the void, I feel someone firmly grab my wrist. Has to be Zayne! The churning sensation of instability vanishes when I open my eyes.
Are you okay? Where does it hurt?
Here. Here. All over. What you gonna do about it? Oh. Imagine talking to Zayne like that. Oh my god, he'd be like... Under the flickering light, I can barely make out Zayne's worried expression. Yeah, I would not be able to pull this guy IRL. Before I can say I'm fine, a searing pain erupts from my chest and flows through my entire body. I press my hand against my chest, but the physical pressure does nothing to ease the pain.
Stop trying to sense it. You look pale.
Yeah, I haven't had enough sun. I grab his hand, gritting my teeth. I tell Zayne everything that just happened.
After them! Where did they go?
Uh-oh, we need to go.
Don't speak. Keep your breathing steady.
This close to Zayne? How am I gonna keep my breathing steadily? Zayne quickly surveys our surroundings. He pulls my arm over his shoulder and helps me walk. Aren't we too short for this? It's not there. Go straight. Past that barrier. Are we like hovering because we're much shorter than him? We pass through the wall. The Ultrum are right behind us. But it seems they were fooled by the elusive hologram. Aha! Thankfully, this space hasn't been warped. Zayne pulls me into an empty room and slams the door. Is this when... that moment from the trailer? Ice covers it, but the Ultrum have us cornered. They claw at the frost and create this sharp, grating sound. Everything in front of me blurs into patches of color. I try to grab Zayne's hand again, but my strength fails me. My hand weakly slides down his sleeve. Oh! It's beginning! Oh my gosh, oh my gosh! Oh, I can't... Okay, at least we can't really see the needle that good. I do not like needles. Mm-mm. I get nauseous looking at them, but you know, I'm not focusing on that. Like, look at his hands and face!
It's done.
Why aren't we tied up more frequently, Zayne?
What did you inject me with?
A suppressant. The energy in your heart has surpassed your tolerance threshold. This will ease the strain. Better now?
We're holding hands.
Zayne.
Don't
The
stop.
suppressant won't last long. We need to leave now.
Yo, grab his hand.
It's Metaflux.
Oh, this moment.
Look out.
Oh my gosh. Oh, wow, I'm such a fangirl. Oh my gosh, look at him. Just wanna eat him up.
Fire.
Woo! I am gonna replay this and I'm gonna be on that screenshot button like every single second because I'm not gonna miss a single moment of that beautiful face.
You're still here. How delightful.
Benedict, don't ruin the moment. Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
Of course we would survive. If you take another step, I can't guarantee you'll get out of this alive.
Dr. Zayne,
Oh my god, look at this.
a hunter firearm can't kill a human, but a wanderer can.
Oh, he's so cool. He's so cool. Oh my gosh. Too many good moments. Right in the heart. Oh, oh Zayne, my baby, catch me. Oh, look at him. Oh. This is so cool! Yeah, this is the coolest.
Then, he underestimated us. Watch your heart. 30% of your evil should do.
Yeah, you can have it all! Oh my gosh, look, it looks like they're about to dance! Oh, this is so romantic. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love Zayne's chapter!
In your case, the cure is extreme measures.
Whoa, they look so cool! Oh, they look so cool! Oh my gosh! Oh, what a power couple! I love that! Oh my gosh, and look at them. Y'all, I love everything about that cutscene. Everything about that cutscene. Wow. That was freaking amazing. 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 And Zayne with the gun. Okay, it didn't look like that. But like, I can't do a serious face. When I'm thinking, do serious face.
Let's see a successful specimen.
Ultram Benedict. Benedict!
Be ready for its next move.
You don't look better.
Here I go.
Proceed with caution.
You won't escape. Bring it
Is he even gonna be able to turn back? Is he gonna look like that forever now? He's actually talking.
Successful specimen?
Self-declared successful specimen.
Oh,
With
yeah.
our combined strength, it is weak. Now's our chance.
Self-proclaimed.
Here it comes. Leave it to me.
It would consume him regardless.
Perfect. Steady now. We can do this.
That was fast.
It was just a scratch.
Yeah, Benedict. You're gonna be wiped out.
Try to find the truth within these endless illusions.
Phantoms.
It's your turn.
No problem.
What if that's what he can do? Create several of himself.
You can't escape.
Victory is within reach. I'll send it on a journey.
Its final journey.
I love this. Bam!
Keep your distance from it.
Oh.
Keep your distance, or else you'll get hurt. It's your turn.
No problem.
All of these
Don't
fighting
rush.
cutscenes
Let's
are
see
so
what it's
well
up to.
done. Like, they're so aesthetically pleasing.
That was fast.
So were you.
I think I'm gonna continue playing.
With our
Yeah,
combined strength, it is weak.
I'm definitely gonna
Now's
be
our chance.
doing that because I am too freaking invested in the story right now. So I cannot stop here. I'm just gonna check on my cat and see if he's still asleep. He should be right behind me. The decision. Oh, he looks so fine. After using up almost all of my ammunition, the Wanderer finally crashes to the ground. But this isn't the end. The sound of regenerating flesh echoes throughout the building as the crystals on its body rapidly retract. It's as if they're being devoured. In just a few seconds, the Wanderer has completely regenerated and takes on Benedict's appearance. Are you even there, Benedict?
Wait for an opening first. Then we'll retreat. There's no point in continuing this fight.
Zayne is right. Benedict isn't our primary target right now. We need to get to the power source. That's where we need to get to. Just now, something about Zayne seemed off. The flash of black crystals, the killing intent, the cold indifference in his eyes. A strange unease rises in my chest. Is it Dawnbreaker? I fire my last bullet at Benedict as a grayish-white mist fills the reception hall. Here's another good example of my seamless coordination with Zayne.
Now's our chance. Go.
This is such good teamwork! With the Ultram at our heels, I lead Zayne toward the strongest energy signature I remember sensing in this building. This is the kind of action I like. Romance and action. Have you noticed how the Ultram are getting stronger? They're practically like living weapons. Yeah. Could it be that after their consciousnesses are eroded, these failed test subjects are turning into tools that can be commanded? That's spooky! Just creating endless weapons out of failed experiments. After taking down another Ultram that tried to attack us, I run toward a corner. The strongest energy signature was right behind a door. Huh? Where's the door?
Watch out.
As Frost immobilizes the guard who tried to ambush us, Zayne stands back to back with me. Both of us are on high alert. Ooh, back to back. I'll be like... Part of the layout has changed again. I'm too silly for
If this place
this.
is a projection, then changing the layout would be the quickest way to hide the energy core's location.
Ugh, this is annoying. I have to find the energy signatures again.
Remember to not let your energy overload your heart. I don't have any more stabilizing injections.
Okay, we'll try to. Speaking of which, where did you get the one you gave me?
Knowing how a certain Miss Hunter tends to overuse her evil, I came prepared.
Oh my gosh, I love myself a well-prepared man. No, you guys, it is so freaking attractive when a man is prepared. Like, he sees that it is a little bit cloudy, he has checked the weather and is like, okay, I'ma bring an umbrella. Something like that. Like, just, you know, he came prepared, or just took like a protein bar or a snack with him in case his girlfriend wanted a snack, or if it rains, he's prepared, he's got an umbrella. I love it so much. And also, he's the one who books the restaurant. He might ask you where you want to go, but he's gonna make the preparations. When you restrained me earlier, please do it again! Can I just stop?
It was because you were too strong.
No! What you mean too strong? I place my hand on the wall. Energy surges through my veins as my sensing ability is magnified. I'm still not over why he restrained her. You were too strong. Sure, as if this strong man who does pull-ups like it's nothing couldn't restrain her. Sure. I think he's into it. Maybe we could reverse and restrain him. Well, I'ma need that Catch-22 card with Zayne. I'ma need all of their cards, okay? The location becomes clearer. I'm certain the energy core is being held on the top floor. This music is so vibey, like I cannot stand still. Follow me! I found it! Follow me. Music is too good, you guys. The last Altarum is knocked down to the area below. Only me and Zayne are on the top floor. At the end of the cold white corridor stands a single door. It's as if our only option is to move forward. It's not a trap, is it? This is it. Zayne and I exchange a quick glance before swiping Carter's ID card against the scanner.
Welcome to the Energy Core Control Room, Dr. Carter.
Ew! Don't confuse me with Carter ever again! Good thing it's only the card. Oh. Once the door to the control room closes, a layer of ice covers it. Thick cables run across the area and they all converge on the central energy pillar that emits a luminescent blue light. It's being powered by a protocore. Oh. In all of its glory, this is Ever's crown jewel in the industry of protocore technology. Let's break it! If the energy pillar is destroyed, all ongoing experiments will immediately cease. In other words, Karin, who is currently undergoing an examination, will remain trapped in her cocoon. It could potentially cause irreversible damage to her body. That doesn't feel good, but also her choice was for us to fulfill this plan. So what do we do, Zayne?
Are you worried she might regret her decision?
Maybe? Oh. We shouldn't be hesitating too much. I mean, she made her decision and we need to do this for the good. I can't betray her trust in me, or rather, I believe in her choice. I remember the first time I held Karin's hand. It was thin, delicate, yet surprisingly strong. Zayne raises his hand and hurls a shard of ice.
Zayne, wait!
Carter! How did you get here? Carter's voice rings out from the overhead speakers as the surrounding glass walls instantly become transparent. Okay, he's just in the speakers. I can see Carter has arrived, catching his breath. Aha, okay. He's standing in the reception hall we were in earlier.
Zayne, leave this place, and don't you dare destroy that energy core! Do you remember how much time and effort we put into this?
What you gonna do about it, huh? These people might as well just blow this entire place up. Without a hint of emotion in his eyes, Zayne gives Carter a slight oops.
No. Did you hear that?
Amid the chaos, Benedict calmly stands behind the crowd. He smiles as he raises his hand to his ear.
You dropped your facade sooner than I expected, Dr. Zayne.
I don't like this man one bit.
Is it because of your sense of duty as a doctor, or a resolve driven by guilt?
He has really good hair, though.
Believing that you can guide humanity's fate so you can control life and death is the epitome of arrogance.
Indeed. You tell him, Zayne. You smoosh that ego of
Isn't
his.
thinking you have the right to stop any experiment that crosses the boundaries of life just as arrogant?
Benedict, what are you even talking about? What are you
This is
trying
what
to
the people
do?
in our era want. And in just a few centuries, or maybe even a few decades, history will remember this moment.
Don't try to gaslight him, okay?
You have no right to speak of such things.
We are on Zayne's team.
Why don't we watch and see how the future unfolds?
How about no?
Even if you've stopped Ms. Karin's experiment and prevented the press conference today, you can't stop the tide of progress.
It's more or less the same rhetoric. Did everyone at Ever attend the same corporate seminar or something? Yeah. They have their own guidebooks.
I have one more question I'd like to ask you, Dr. Zayne.
It's gonna be something sinister, I feel like. The static in the comms channel suddenly falls silent and cuts off Carter's angry shouts. All I can hear is Benedict's steady voice, tinged with amusement alongside his breaths. Uh-oh, this ain't gonna be
Back
good.
then, why did you choose to destroy something that could have shaken or even changed the world?
Benedict, what are you trying to do? He asked the exact same question that I did. A sense of unease stirs as I glance at Zayne, who's maintaining his usual composure.
It couldn't be controlled. Any action beyond our control leads to unpredictable consequences.
Maybe it's because he used his evil too many times in quick succession. Delicate ice crystals are steadily creeping up Zayne's forearm.
Uncontrollable. I see. Your rationality is an absolute, the very thing that drives you to eliminate any possibility of losing control. It affects the smallest things about yourself to the greatest matters of this world. That's why you killed William at Mount Eternal back then, yes?
Oh! Get William's name out of your mouth! Oh, why he gotta drop Mount Eternal?
You really are capable of such cruelty. You struck down your mentor and friend who fought beside you.
No, he's gaslighting you!
Even I would have hesitated.
Oh my gosh, this is... He's just trying to make him feel bad. No! MC, shoot him! Oh my gosh! No!
Cut to the chase.
Don't listen to him, Zayne. A long time passes before Zayne's voice breaks the silence. Although his tone remains calm, his ragged breathing gives him away. No! Oh my
You're
god,
here
our
to atone
baby.
for your mistake. That much is certain. But you also wish to uncover what you think is the truth. For example, surely there must be an explanation for why those Alterum look so much like everyone who died at Mount Eternal.
You didn't. In the tense undercurrents of this moment, a harsh truth slowly surfaces.
I'll tell you, those people at Mount Eternal were this experiment's first batch of failed specimens.
Oh!
Your companions, William, all your guilt and suffering, I'm the one who caused it.
This idiot! His tone is almost nonchalant, yet every sentence is like a knife straight to the heart. Oh my god. Oh, MC, protect
A
Zayne!
discovery that could have shaken the world to its core, abandoned because of a moment of cowardice.
Karate
You
shop
made
this
their
man.
deaths as meaningless as those of the failed Alterum.
Oh, don't listen to him. Zayne, don't listen. Don't listen. He's just an idiot. He's just a failed Alterum idiot. A wave of frost surges through the room. Oh my god, the windows, walls, and floor are sealed under thick layers of ice. They form intricate crystalline patterns. Zayne, are you okay? Zayne! With each breath, the veins on his neck throb as black ice crystals spread rapidly across his skin. It's like they're trying to devour every last bit of his life force. This isn't the Zayne I know. Oh my gosh. This is the merciless Grim Reaper who emerged from the depths of hell itself. Oh, I'm worried for Zayne. Curse of memory. Oh, imagine how he must be feeling. The door that had been sealed with ice bursts open. Having completed their transformations into wanderers, the Alterum try to overwhelm us like a tidal wave. As soon as they get close, sharp icicles pierce their chests. The shards of ice then explode outward like a violent storm. More Alterum advance. They crush the fallen ice crystals beneath their feet as they crawl over corpses to reach us. Ominous. Ah, this ringing. All of the Alterum open and close their mouths in unison. They stutter and produce these unsettling sounds. No matter how hard he tries, Zayne can't make out what they're saying or see their faces clearly. Y'all! Zayne is traumatized! The nightmare wraps around his body like a phantom. It coils behind him and whispers fate's curse into his ear. MC, do something!
Do it, Doctor!
Am I going to die? Pay for this!
I didn't sacrifice everything just to become someone ordinary and powerless.
One day, you will hurt her.
Where... is this a memory? He clutches his chest and feels as if the icy wind stabbed it. He stares at the corner of the tent fluttering in the snowy gale with a distant, otherworldly gaze. William, who had just finished a surgery, pauses in surprise. Then he smiles and holds out his hand toward him.
If you can't sleep, then we can go for a walk.
Everything that just happened, it seems to have been a dream. He stares at his fingers, the blood, the girl's shocked expression. It was all just a dream. It was just a dream.
It's unfortunate we couldn't save the patient today. Don't be too hard on yourself. Back when I was doing research, failure meant you could always try again. But as a doctor, lives will only give you one chance. You know, I had these exact same feelings during my first mission as a military doctor.
The polar night hasn't disappeared. The dark blue sky appears to be almost within reach. This desolate land, covered in a blanket of snow, is always magnificent.
It took me a long time to realize that what we have to face isn't just the loss of a life and death itself. The way they look at you in their final moments, it's always the same. Time and time again. You'll have to see their fear and desperation when they're about to die.
How traumatic. William is deep in thought. Then, as if remembering something, he turns to Zayne and smiles.
By the way, did you hear my final plea when you killed me?
Oh! What is this illusion? He stares blankly at William. Once again, he sinks into the dark abyss of his consciousness. No, Zayne, come back! Come back! MC, do something! There are more of them. They're actually using the Ultraroom as weapons. We need to get out of here. I roll and find an opening in the wall of Ultraroom that's protecting Benedict. I aim my gun at him. But we have a mission first. Whoa! But before I can pull the trigger, Brilliant Eyes flies toward Benedict. Benedict smiles. He crushes the ice shard embedded in his chest.
You're different from the man I was talking to earlier. I must say, you're skilled at saving and taking lives, Dr. Zayne.
Oh, you shut the hell up! With a slight gesture of his hand, the Ultraroom freeze in place like marionettes. They withdraw like receding water, as if they received a silent command.
I hope you'll find your true path after our candid discussion.
This guy is too good at getting to Zayne. Karate chop him! Soon enough, only the two of us remain in the vast, cold control room. Zayne? Zayne, come back to us! Ignoring everything else, I rush past the dissipating ice crystals to Zayne and cradle his face in my hands. Come back! Oh, this is making me tear up. Because Zayne is struggling. Zayne, look at me. Listen to me. Oh, he's in so much pain. No matter who Benedict is, I'll always keep a bullet just for him, starting today. Zayne's labored breathing shows how intense the pain is. The black ice crystals emerge from his neck and continue to spread. His ice-cold fingers are slowly slipping away from my palm. You need to wake up from this nightmare right now. These hands that saved countless lives should never be stained with the pain and guilt that don't belong to them. Especially not because of scum like Benedict. Snap out of it, Zayne. Zayne, you have to... These few seconds feel like centuries, and then he slowly tenses and I see myself reflected in his eyes, or whatever it said, because the text is so fast. Zayne? Pain answers me instead. My consciousness shatters as I drift into the warm embrace of unconsciousness. What happened? Did we get striked? Before everything fades, distant memories regroup and flood my mind. The ground is littered with the remains of wanderers. They're slowly dissipating. Meanwhile, searing pain burns my chest. Struggling to push myself up, I see my blood-stained hands are small and thin. Did this happen when I was little? I look up. There's a young man with a familiar face, but his expression is frighteningly cold and foreign. Zayne? While I'm dazed, his face merges with Zayne's present-day appearance. They, from my memories and reality approach me step by step.
Your existence is a mistake. You must be eliminated.
It's as if Black Frost has covered his eyes, having materialized in his raised hand. Sharp ice crystals hurl themselves at me. Oh, this is so interesting. The next day, the pristine sanatorium stands tall, immaculate, and serene. It's been restored to the point where yesterday's attack might have never happened at all?
Wherever and whenever you need us, we will provide you with healthcare services of the highest quality.
In the courtyard, a gentle breeze caresses the grass kissed by early morning light. A cocoon hangs on a delicate, swaying flower stem. Where is Zayne? The faint sounds of struggle can be heard from within. Light reveals the outline of tightly folded wings behind its translucent walls. Moist and tender, it breaks free from its cocoon, and in the refreshing air of rebirth, those wings slowly take to the skies. What even happened in that room? Did we fail or did we succeed? The land of no return. My heart constricts as sharp pain courses through every fiber of my being. My consciousness sinks into a blurry darkness, footsteps that are close by sound, but by sound distant, as if they're muffled under a glacier. Zayne? Is that you? He stops in his tracks as if he heard me. He doesn't take the candy or freeze the melting popsicle I offer him.
Stay away from me! I'm sorry.
Oh. He seems afraid of his powers. A box sits on the doorstep. Wisps of cold air drift inside it. Inside the box lie 3 misshapen snowballs, remnants from when Zayne was still learning how to use his evol as a kid. Are you sure this is snowballs and not seals? Really? Zayne knows I got hit with ice when watching the seals, and now he made snowballs to tease me. They're not snowballs though. We know this because of the Bond story. Knows I got hit with ice. I feel like that could have been... I heard footsteps. Did he already leave? I don't see anyone nearby. As I hold the box close, an inexplicable sense of loss washes over me. This reminds me of MC on the stretcher. I want to say his name, but something catches in my throat. It silences my voice. So he must feel very guilty. It was a mistake, okay? Zayne. We're at the hospital. I managed to finally call out his name, yet when I open my eyes, I find myself staring at a dimly lit ceiling. As my foggy consciousness slowly clears, I realize I'm lying down in a room at Axo Hospital.
Due to Miss Karin's poor health, Ever's press conference for today has been cancelled. Mr. Benedict, the director of Val's Sanatorium, stated that the patient's well-being takes precedence over the event.
He's still alive. A hand waves before me. Its owner's lips move as they say something I can't make out.
How many fingers am I holding up?
15? Oh, be serious for a moment, please. Looking down, I see my wounds have been bandaged, and the pain has mostly subsided. I sit up and take Yvonne's hand. Where is Zayne? Yeah, exactly, where's Zayne?
Oh, you're awake. Thank goodness you're okay.
Yvonne, my question!
You had cardiac energy overload and some minor injuries when Dr. Zayne brought you in.
Okay, but where is Zayne?
We asked him what happened, but he wouldn't say anything. He stayed in this room until your vital signs stabilized.
As she speaks, Yvonne leans in. Her expression becomes more serious.
I heard from Grayson that Dr. Zayne went to the director's office to submit his resignation letter.
No! Oh my god, he must feel tremendous guilt.
There was a loud commotion in the office. I've never seen the director that angry before. He didn't approve it and gave Dr. Zayne an extended leave. Then he told him to go home and think things through. He wouldn't say another word about it.
We need to find him. We need to go where Zayne is.
Dr. Zayne didn't hesitate at all. But before he left the hospital, he asked us to take good care of you.
I try to force myself to smile, but I can't. Only one thought is in my mind. Find him.
Wait, you can't just... Oh no. Please, be careful.
I hope we can find him, and that it doesn't end with us not finding him.
Sorry, we haven't seen anyone who matches your description.
Dr. Zayne. A few days ago, he said he'd be traveling to remote... Oh, you must be that young lady. This is our new menu item for today. Would you like it to go?
Wait! Dr. Zayne already paid for it.
She has a subscription, y'all! Zayne's home, his favorite desert place, the cafe near Axo Hospital. I visited every place I could think of. It cannot end like this! But there was no trace of him anywhere. Late into the night, I entered the passcode to his house again. I'm clinging onto one final hope. Oh, please let him be there. Where did you go? It's so dark. The room is shrouded in darkness. Snowflakes drift in through the gaps of the floor-to-ceiling windows. Is he not answering?
The number you have dialed is currently unavailable. Please try again later.
Memories that are no longer dormant slowly flood my mind again. I've seen those black ice crystals and that pained look on his face before. In my childhood memories, Zayne moved away while carrying a heavy, unspoken guilt. This bad habit of disappearing has existed even back then. I hear a faint whimper in the cold. Maybe Shuji knows where he is. I raise my head and rub my stinging eyes to see Shuji. Maybe he can track him. It's you. Oh, he must be drowning in guilt. As if he understands me, Shuji leaps onto the sofa and gently places his paw on my knee. We need to find Zayne. I feel like I've tried everything, but I still can't find him. Where could he be? I hold Shuji close, my trembling voice barely above a whisper. I didn't realize it cracked until now. Please, can you help me one more time? Take me to him. I feel like he must have hurt MC, and that's why he resigned too. Time passes, then Shoji obediently jumps down, sniffs the blanket on the sofa that carries Zayne's scent, and runs toward the half-open door. So his trauma and guilt just came back. Cemetery? Or in the darkest hour of the night, it's snowing again. Large snowflakes dance around the glowing streetlights. They settle on rooftops, streets, passing cars, and the shoulders of pedestrians. Y'all, we need to find him! After running for a long time, Shuji stops in front of a pitch-black fence. He circles it a few times before signaling me to follow him. I mean, it cannot end without seeing Zayne. Where am I? The streetlight illuminates the faded writing on a sign. This is a public cemetery in Lincoln City. It's also the final resting place for those who have no place to call home. Shuji quickly vanishes into the darkness. I steel myself before running after him. Move forward. Zayne! Oh my gosh, we found him! As soon as I see that familiar figure, my heart leaps violently in my chest. Zayne! He stands in the snowy night, his coat billowing between black tombstones. He's like a ghost who has nowhere to go. I understand why he left the moment I see the names on the tombstones. He chose to imprison himself in this nightmare. Please alleviate his pain! He wants to atone, to seek redemption for the monsters he killed. It's not your fault, Zayne. I hurry to his side, but when I try to call out his name, it gets stuck in my throat.
Why are you here?
Questions overwhelm my mind, but I don't know what to ask about first. Don't ask, just comfort him, please. There's nothing to ask, just comfort him. You chose to disappear without a word. You didn't even give me an explanation.
These graves belong to the people who died by my hand.
It's not that simple.
I don't believe their deaths were unjustified. Do you think I'm here because of guilt? I'm not standing in front of them for repentance, let alone the atonement you're imagining.
When you almost raised your hand against me, based on your judgment, did that mean I was also someone who needed to be killed? Oh, that hurt. But he would never. He doesn't evade the question. He nods without any hesitation. He's afraid of himself. So this is why you submitted your resignation letter to Axo Hospital. It's like he doesn't feel like he deserves to be a doctor anymore. You haven't even healed my heart yet, and you're going to leave just like that? You told me not to change doctors on a whim, but can doctors abandon their patients whenever they want? Don't leave! A complex feeling crawls up from my throat to my tongue as emotions bubble like boiling water.
I first met you when I came to Oxo Hospital. I was 12 at the time. Dr. Noah was a close friend of your grandmother, and I was told to look after you. You were afraid of me back then, until I used my power to keep your popsicle from melting.
Oh my god.
When things finally settled down after the Chrono Rift catastrophe, my parents asked if I wanted to move somewhere else. I hesitated for a long time. I was worried I wouldn't be able to see you anymore. But then that incident happened, and I actually hurt you.
It's not your fault. You couldn't control it.
You were unconscious and bleeding heavily. When I realized what happened, I couldn't understand why I did it.
Don't blame yourself. He closes his eyes for a moment. When he opens them, his expression is as serene as the calm after a snowstorm. It's like he finally woke up from a year-long nightmare, only to discover that the nightmare has become reality.
That was when I realized I could lose control of my power. And not being in control can lead to irreversible consequences. It's why I chose to leave without saying goodbye.
Don't leave. The truth pierces my heart like needles. Words are stuck in my throat.
Perhaps I chose cardiac surgery because I wanted to heal your heart. Or maybe I wanted to make amends for what I did back then. Even I don't know.
Both. But you obviously liked MC. And you still do. He keeps his gaze lowered, and his voice is as soft.
But I didn't hesitate when I chose the field of medicine. When I first recited the Hippocratic Oath, I truly believed I would become a good doctor.
And you are! You're the best!
I believed I would save many people, including the one I had hurt before.
It doesn't seem like he noticed my obvious shock. Zayne just gazes calmly at the weathered gravestones. He is in so much pain, you guys.
Until that night on Mount Eternal, when I killed William.
He needs comforting, MC! Oh my gosh. But you didn't have a better choice at the time. Once again, he lowers his emotionally detached gaze.
Do you
So
really
angsty.
think a killer can be a doctor who saves lives?
You're not a killer.
If something like this happens again, you might regret the fact that you tried to keep me close.
Never. Are you saying your nightmares are destined to become reality? Will I turn into a monster that needs to be killed one day? Then if it's by Zayne... I didn't expect him to answer, yet he shakes his head. So are you avoiding me now because of logical reasoning? What about your feelings? If we're going by pure logic, then now is the time. Do it, Zayne. Are you afraid? Or is this something you don't want to do? Of course he doesn't want to! Looking at his calm, aloof expression, I find myself beyond the point of rationality. Whatever you do today, I won't have any regrets.
But I would.
Snowflakes land on my eyelashes. They turn his figure into prismatic fragments that are like ripples in the darkness.
I'm certain that if I were to truly hurt you one day, it would be the greatest regret of my life.
Oh, he wouldn't be able to live with himself. The snowflakes fall as if they're floating through the cosmos. They land on us and the gravestones. We stand in silence. Neither of us exchanges a single word. After that day, rumors related to the Ultrum and Dawnbreaker faded away like melting snow. These pure white specks were but fleeting visitors. The city awakens in daylight, and once again, it's immersed in its bizarre flood of information. At least we found Zayne. I was worried that we wouldn't see him and then the chapter would just... that would be it. The spatium core's energy remains concentrated in my chest. It's like a seed that's merged with my flesh. It faintly echoes within my heartbeat. I know these ether cores connect my past to my future. They're linked to the secrets hidden in Deepspace. Yet, I wonder what fate awaits the Ultrum, Zayne, and me. Y'all, all of this is so interesting! Ever won't give up on the Fountain of Otome. They've carefully cultivated. They'll continue to weave their dreams of immortality. But they were right about one thing. The cycle of life and death is an inescapable truth. The constraints of matter break down, and the shackles of time and space gradually dissolve. This is gonna end on such a bittersweet note, that's what I'm feeling. Countless civilizations rise and fall among the stars. Because of the laws that guide entropy and dissipation, Earth's magnificent radiance will eventually fade. Humanity's long, undisturbed period of exile will also come to an end. Well, all things do come to an end. I wouldn't understand that until much, much later. Oh, it's just gonna get worse? The creator had planted foreshadowings in an era predicting life itself. The creator. Whoa. Okay, is there another chapter? Oh! It's fighting chapters. Or more like fighting challenges, which means that it probably ends here. Y'all, this new Death and Rebirth chapter was amazing. And I especially liked Zayne's part. And the cutscenes with both Sylus and Zayne. 10 out of 10. I cannot wait for when Rafayel and Xavier have their moment. Maybe Caleb will be in it too. Or maybe he won't have a chapter until later, because he already have like an entire chapter to himself, almost. But I hope we get to see him at least. Oh. Well then, that's it for today. Thank you all for watching. Bye bye!